Running a practice or pretty much any type of business creates a lot of stress. Ask any business owner. And Elon Musk uses a really cool quote that states, starting a business is like chewing on glass while staring into the abyss. Has that ever sounded familiar to you in your day-to-day of running a business? It probably has. I mean, in fact, do you feel stress from running your practice at all? I bet you do. Do you feel stress about attracting enough new patients? Does staff turnover create stress in your life? How about this? Is the recession or the inflation creating additional stress? I'm sure it is, and if so, you're absolutely not alone. So in this video, I'm going to discuss a very simple health hack that's literally been used for thousands of years in Asia. It not only calms the mind from the effects of stress, which is really helpful right now, but it also has a nice side effect of, get this, preventing gray hair in many people. Best of all, it is incredibly cheap and it is simple to use. I'm Dr. Chris Tomshack, CEO of HealthSource, America's chiropractor, and you're watching the Chiropractor Solution channel. It's the video series that we put together to help you grow your chiropractic practice in your career, of course, both personally and professionally. So, hello and welcome. Before we dive into this health hack, please make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you can continue receiving these videos. And if you like the content, please give us a thumbs up to make it easier for other chiropractors or business owners to find this content. Now, back to the topic of stress and reversing some of the effects. Chances are I'm not telling you anything you don't already know when it comes to running a practice or a business and the stress that it creates in our lives. I mean, likely you also already are keenly aware of the damaging effects of stress on our bodies, especially when it's piled up over the long term. So let's discuss a simple daily health hack that can help you help your body deal with stress, and it tends to eliminate or reverse gray hair as a really cool side effect. What is this thing? Well, it's an adaptogen. And an adaptogen, according to Webster's, is a non-toxic substance, especially from a plant extract that is held out to increase the body's ability to resist the damaging effects of stress and promote or restore normal physiological functioning. In other words, it helps keep us healthy. So obviously adaptogens are important and they should be part of consideration from you and from everybody to consume as part of your health regimen because we all want normal physiological functioning, right? I consume about over 20 different adaptogens every single day. An adaptogen I heard about maybe 10 years ago is called He Shou Wu. Again, it's called He Shou Wu, which is an ancient Chinese herbal remedy. I mean, ancient, thousands of years old. In fact, it's often substituted in Asia for black tea. I take some every single day and usually just put it in my morning mycotoxin-free and organic coffee. Or sometimes I put it in a green smoothie. You really can't even taste it. So if you use it as tea, it's pretty bland. So why take He Shou Wu? Remember, it's an adaptogen, and in this case, it's most often used for its effects such as healthy aging and longevity. In other words, anti-aging. And as an adaptogen, it also has a grounding and a calming effect, and it really tends to help you remain clear and calm during times of stress, like during recession and inflation. And running a business pretty much guarantees you're going to have some serious stress to some extent every single day. Even if you're not dealing with stress, it's a wonderful herb to nourish the body. While we're on the subject of stress, what would you say is the top 1 or 2 stressful periods of your day? Take a moment, think about it. I very much welcome your thoughts in the comments section, and I look forward to hearing from you. And if there's a common denominator in what you and others reveal to be your biggest stressors, we'll do some well-researched videos on those challenges in the future. And it's no secret that stress can really accelerate the aging process and therefore accelerate the graying of your hair. For instance, have you ever seen the pics of presidents on their first day of office versus their last day of office? Certainly you've seen these. They're very interesting. These people age tremendously over that 4 or 8 year period, which is attributed to the massive stress that they're under on a daily basis. So the name He Shou Wu purportedly means Mr. Shu's black hair. And one of the most popular uses is to prevent premature aging and prevent premature gray hair. It is a powerful, powerful antioxidant, which probably contributes to its anti-aging properties. Now, as I said earlier, I started using He Shou Wu maybe 10 years ago. And every couple of weeks that goes by, somebody accuses me of dyeing my hair. It just happened again last weekend. I have nothing against dyeing your hair. If that's what you want to do, by all means do it. It's your right, it's your hair. Do what you want to do. That said, I've never dyed my hair, never lightened it, never did anything to it. And it's pretty darn black with just a tiny hint of some rogue gray hairs peeking through every so often. Sure, a lot of that can be genetic and epigenetic, and I think this herb He Shou Wu plays a critical role as well. Now, He Shou Wu is used in Chinese traditional medicine mainly for stress and anti-aging. However, it's also used in that healing system to treat or help manage other health conditions such as diabetes, hair loss, heart disease, constipation, and even cancer. Personally, I have no idea of its effectiveness with those conditions, as I recommend it predominantly for stress and as part of an anti-aging regimen. Now, another use in China that I found from a number of sources is that it's often taken by athletes for its ability to what they call is fortifying and toning the muscles, tendons, and bones. So therefore, traditional Chinese medicine uses He Shou Wu for anyone with musculoskeletal issues. But for me, I use it to combat stress. Any other benefit, I count as a sheer bonus. He Shou Wu usually comes as a powder or in a capsule containing powder. I take about a half a teaspoon, mix it in with my coffee or smoothie every single morning. And when traveling, I bring the herb in capsules and take 2 in the morning. Now, let's talk about, I want to digress and talk about coffee for just a moment because this is important as well. It's really important. In an October 2020 Japanese study, this was a very recent study, it reported that drinking 1 cup of green tea, reduces all-cause mortality by 15%. That's big. Drinking 2 to 3 cups of green tea reduced it by 27%. And drinking 4 or more cups of green tea dropped all-cause mortality by 40%. That is outstanding. Now let's talk coffee. The study also showed that drinking 1 cup of coffee dropped all-cause mortality by 12%. But drinking just 2 or more cups a day dropped it by 27%. Does that make sense? Now, if you drank 2 or 3 cups of green tea and 2 or more cups of coffee, all-cause mortality plummeted by 51%. 51%. Drinking 4 cups of green tea and 1 cup of coffee dropped it by 58%. Just seems to keep getting better. And get this, drinking 4 cups of green tea and 2 cups of coffee a day reduced all-cause mortality by 63%. So my math on this subject is that 4 plus 2 equals 63%. Now, when it comes to coffee, I always buy whole bean coffee so that it's fresh ground in your kitchen, which simply tastes a lot better. Plus, it tends to be less rancid. Plus, I always buy mycotoxin or mold and fungus-free light to medium roast beans. Most of the coffee jitters that people get from consuming coffee comes actually from the mycotoxins, not from the caffeine, because mycotoxins are present in most coffee beans. Now, why light or medium roast beans? This is important because dark roasted beans, which a lot of people drink, have a much higher rate of fungus and mold due to the roasting process. So I avoid dark roast beans at all costs. In fact, I never drink it and recommend that everybody stay clear of dark roast beans. There is also a new brand of medium roast beans that has trace minerals added to it. Haven't tried it yet. I have several of these bags in my freezer waiting in line for the Tomshack testing process, so we'll dig in soon. I'll let you know what I think after thoroughly putting it through its paces in my body. So, do you get the jitters after drinking coffee? Let us know in the comments below and let us know what brands of coffee you notice it the worst with. And before I forget, when it comes to green tea, I always recommend organic matcha green tea. Organic matcha. It has a significantly higher antioxidant profile than regular green tea. So there you have it. Now you know how to ostensibly slow or stop the gray hair from setting in while reducing the effects of stress. Stress kills. We all know that. So anything you can do to reduce or eliminate the effects of stress on your health is a great big win. If you found this video on stress, coffee, and organic matcha tea interesting and helpful, grab our free report for chiropractors at hsfranchising.com. It'll show you how to scale a state-of-the-art practice in today's world. It's the game plan we followed to make the previous 12 months our very best ever that we've ever experienced. Blew away our projections. You can do the same thing. If you want what others have, do what they do, and you'll get what they get. Now, again, head over to hsfranchising.com. Check out the videos. I think you're going to find them interesting. And as always, I welcome your feedback and opinions on this topic in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a fantastic day.